Hello everyone, Namaskar. I am Dr. Surendra Pandey. I would like to welcome you all to my channel Medico Legal Gyan. Today I am going to discuss very important topic, that is the medico legal cases and how a doctor, hospital or healthcare professional can do safe practice. Okay, so let's start the medico legal cases. So which kind of the cases we can consider the medico legal cases? Wherever attending doctor, after taking the history and clinical examination of the patient, thinking that some investigation by law enforcing agency is required. So if there is any suspicious patient, and we are considering that that could be the medico legal case, then that case will comes under the medico legal case. Now very important point, list of the medico legal cases we should understand. Sometimes the patient relative and sometimes the patient, they give the false information and we suffer later on. So we should know that list of the medico legal cases. So here we have the injury due to the accident and assault, suspected or evident cases of the suicide or homicide. Even attempt the suicide is also considered the medico legals. Confirm or suspected case of the poisoning. So all the kind of the poisoning comes under the medico legal. Burns, especially the women burns, that will for sure comes under the medico legal. And cases of the injury with likelihood of the death, that will comes under the medico legal. Sexual offense, suspected or evident criminal abortion, so termination of the pregnancy. All the patients brought to the hospital in suspicious circumstances, improper history, and if patient found death on the road and bring to your hospital. Unconscious patient, where cases of the unconsciousness is not clear. Child abuse, domestic violence, this domestic violence is important, comes under the medico legal case report. Person under the police custody or judicial custody, we should more vigilant for that also. It is the involvement of the medico legal. Patient dying suddenly on operation table or administration of the drug. So if patient on in the operation theater and he is dying because of after the administration of the drug, that can come under the medico legal. Case of the drunkenness, if patient is alcoholic, broad death, natural disaster, drowning is also considered as medico legal cases. And one more things, any other condition where there is the suspicious of the foul play and medical examiner in opinion that there could be the involvement of the medico, there could be the involvement of the legal issue, we should report the medical cases, medico legal cases. Now one more important thing, what the protocol we need as a doctor, what the protocol we need to follow. So information to the police should be sent in a proper form. So if you are in a hospital, you must have the proper format for the MLC, and take the consent of the examiner of examination with the patient or guardian. If the patient is below 12 years or patient is unconscious, in that circumstances, take the consent of the patient relative or the person who bring the patient. This is important. So the two identification mark. So whatever the identification you are getting on the patient body, you should note it down and take the proper history from the patient's patient relative if he is unconscious. In case of the poisoning, so you should make the general examination, what is the current condition of the patient and which kind of the poison he has or she has taken. One more important thing, details of the police constable who brought the cases should be noted. Sometimes the police also bring the cases. That is important. We should note down the official name who brought the cases. One more thing, if the patient is coming to you and there is the involvement of the medico legal, so you must inform to the police station When you are informing to the police station, just note down the name of the officer whom you have informed, at what time you have informed, that also you need to note down into the file. Now examination also very much important. Examination play a very much important role. So kind of the injury, type of the injury, size, shape, color, injury, direction, so natural duration, everything you should note down in your examination. Opinion. So here you should prepare 3 copy. This is important. Prepare the 3 copy of the document. Okay, so 1 copy is kept at emergency room if you are in the hospital, and 1 record you should keep for the medical officer who is the in charge of that case, and original copy you should send to the police station. So everyone should know about if you are working in the hospital or if you are working in a clinic, so you should keep the 3 copy. General guidance. So if a MLC recorded elsewhere, I mean suppose if you are in the hospital, you are the owner of the hospital or you are the doctor in the hospital, and you are getting the referral patient, already MLC has been reported to the police station, so there is no requirement of lodging the new complaint, new MLC. We can consider that MLC only, but we should notify to the police station that we got the referral patient, he has already informed the medical legal case report. So that we should do. If the case brought the several day after the incident, this is the common scenario we face, then sometime the patient avoid, sometime relative not willing to report in the police station, but for the same practice we should notify to the police station, and the current condition we should mention into the file. When medical legal case is to be discharged, that is the important. If you have already lost the medical legal case MLC, now patient is going by wish or by the forcefully. Sometimes the patient relative, they are not willing to keep the patient in the hospital. That time if patient is going, just note down into the file, note down into the file that patient is going by bill, take the dama and notify to the police station that patient is going. Even if you are discharging the patient, if the doctor in charge, the consultant, if he is discharging the patient, then also you should notify to the police that yes, now patient condition is like that, and we are giving the discharge to the patient. Now that is the for all the medical legal cases, this is must, and we should do to avoid any future circumstances that is unusual you will face. Now all the documents, it's important. So for the medical legal cases, all the documents including the lab report also, you will label as a MLC. You must do one labeling. This is the MLC case, MLC labeled as a MLC case. So all the documents, and you should, the record you are keeping carefully. Okay, if there is the FIR and there is the legal procedure, then you need to go into the court. That time that document, treatment, whatever you have given, whatever the procedure SOP you have followed in the hospital or you have followed in your clinic, that is the important. You should more vigilant for the medical legal cases, and record maintenance is very much important. Now, very important point here, death in the medical legal cases. So, related to death certificate. So, whenever there is the death in the medical legal cases, the police officers should be informed. Death certificate should not be issued. Note down. Death certificate should not be issued in the medical legal case, and body must be sent for the medical legal autopsy after the filling the appropriate format. This is the important. The patient is coming to us after the poison patient, after 2 or 3 days patient died, and the patient relative will demand the death certificate. Okay, we should not issue. First, that case will go to the autopsy in the proper format. After that, we can cure. We must inform to the police station. All the cases brought dead to the institution, like in the hospital. In all the cases about death, police is informed and body is sent to the mortuary. So where the department with the appropriate form, we should send the death body. Next, the cases of the death certificate other than the MLC, so we should follow the normal procedure. If there is no involvement of the MLC, we should follow the normal procedure. So next important point is the that what is the section as per the Indian Penal Code, what is the section involvement if we are if we are not fulfilling our duty. So and kind of the cases we can consider, there is the section like we can talk the section 320, okay, 320 section of the RPC 320. So which kind of the the injury we can consider the grievous injury, that we should go with the section 320, and mostly they have mentioned that the 8-9 disease which we can 8-9 condition which we can consider the grievous and require the medical legal case report. Other than this, so we have the we have the certain section if we are not fulfilling our duty, or we are manipulating the things in the hospital as a medical practitioner, then we have the section criminal procedure, so that we can face in the future. Like we have the section 39 of the CRPC, section 52 of the IPC, and section 74 of the IPC, section 175 of the IPC, section 176, 177, 179. So this is the section of the IPC. So this is telling about the if we are not following the procedure, medical practitioner not following the proper procedure for the medical legal case report. Now again, if section 191 IPC, 192, 193 and 194, this is talking about the false evidence. If you are giving the false evidence, we are fabricating the information, there is the punishment up to the 7 year, up to the 7 year, and there could be the fine also. We have the important section in the IPC, that is the section 197 of the IPC, issuing or signing of the false certificate. There is the imprisonment up to the 7 year. We should note down this. And we have the section 201 of the IPC and section 202. This is the important, and the imprisonment will increase up to the 10 year. So 201 is talking about the causing the disappearance of the evidence of the offense or giving the false information to the screen offender. So we can see these things many in the movie. So medical officer is giving the false information or disappearing the evidences. Like we have another section 202 of the IPC, intentional omission to give the information of the offense. So this is the imprisonment up to the 6 month. So now we have certain question. So can a doctor be punished for not reporting a medical legal case? Yes. If a medical practitioner does not report a medical legal case, the police intentionally, he will subject to the either imprisonment or fine or both. This is given in the section 202 of the Indian Penal Code. Now one more question, this is a general question we should know. So what are the consequences of the giving the false information to the police by a medical practitioner attending the medical legal cases? So in this scenario, we have the section 177 of the IPC state that any person who is legally bound to discuss information to the public servant like the police regarding the commission of an offense provided false information will be subject to the imprisonment of the 2 year, fine, both. So this is the important, we should be vigilant for that. Can a doctor refuse to treat a patient solely because of the suspected to be a medical legal case? So by looking this video, if we are thinking that okay, we have a lot of the problem, we will take the medical legal cases, then also there would be the problem. We have the article 21, no doctor cannot, so a doctor cannot refuse to treat a patient on the fact of this is the medical legal case, this is the violation of the article 21, and the violation of the contractual, it comes under the violation of the contractual duty, and you can get the, as a medical practitioner, you can get the punishment. So this is the, for making this video is what I was thinking to everyone. So all the healthcare professional doctors should understand the legality of the medical legal case and what the consequences we can get in the future, and this is the kind of the awareness I'm doing for the medical practitioner. Hope I have given the related information how we can do the safe medical practice. For more medical legal video, please subscribe my channel. If you have any doubt, please mention in the comment section. I will try to explain you in detail. Thank you. Thanks a lot.